Hi, fourth grade. You're going to be doing some Tap It, Map It, spelling of short vowel words with me today. The thing that you're going to need is your salmon colored paper that said sound spelling mapping. And you can find that here in your accordion file. Remember, we sent home all your good supplies in there. You're going to need this, your expo marker, along with something to kind of clean it off if you make a mistake. Okay, so those are things you're going to need. So again, you need the one that says sound spelling mapping. The other one looks like this. It says sound spelling mapping with syllables, but we're not going to do that. We're going to do just sound spelling mapping. So if you need to pause the video to go get your supplies, you may go do that right now. All right. Now that you have your supplies near you, we're going to do 5 words. Okay, and we're going to do this together. And we call this Tap It, Map It. Okay, so you're going to do this with us. And our first word is cup. I need everybody to say that word with me. Ready? Cup. Everybody say that word one more time. And I'm going to put my fist up because this is how I do it. You can do it whatever works best for you. So I'm going to do it this way. We're going to say cup. Everybody say cup. Cup. Okay, now we're going to tap out the sound. So you can put your arm out. Let me back up a little bit. Okay, we're going to do cup. We're going to go k, up. So you could do it on your arm, or the way I love to do it is I just like to use my fingers. So I like to do the sounds. Ready? K, up. How many sounds did you hear? K, up. If you said 3 sounds, you're correct. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to go to your chart. And on the first one, you're going to box 3 boxes because how many sounds did we hear? We said we heard 3. So I need 3 boxes. If you need to pause the video, you can, or go ahead and mark it. Okay, now that we know how many sounds it is, okay, now we're going to fill it in. So we're going to fill in the sounds. So we're going to go through each sound. So I know that there's 3 sounds. K, up. So we're going to start focus on that first one. The first one says K. What letter says K? If you said C, you are correct. So you'll put a C in there. Okay. All right, let's do the second sound. So we've got K, Everybody say that. K, What vowel says If you said U and short U, you are correct. So I'm going to write a U there. But above that U, it's kind of like is the smiley face up. You just don't put any dots on it, if you can see that. Because that represents a short vowel. That makes a short vowel sound. Because remember, the U can say long vowel or a short vowel sound. So now I have my second sound. I've got K, Now I need to do the last sound. K, up. What sound do you hear? P. If you said P, you're correct. Now, what letter says P? If you said P, you are correct. So let's check it. Do I have 3 letters? Let's see if they make the 3 sounds. Sorry, I know that glare is a little hard. So let's go through them. Ready? K, up, cup. That's our first word. Now that we have spelled it, we're going to write it over here. We're going to complete the word in the last box. We're going to do cup. C-U-P spells cup. Great job following along. All right, we're going to do our next word. I'm going to put my paper down. It's a lot easier to do the tap it, map it with that part. Okay. Our next word is that. Everybody say that. That. Everybody say that word again one more time. Ready? That. Okay, we can tap it on our arms. Sorry, let's move the chair. Here we go. Ready? At. Okay, so you can tap it that way or you could do your fingers. Ready? At. How many sounds did you hear? If you said 3, you're correct. I bet you a bunch of you are like, Mrs. Boswell, it has more than 3 letters, but we'll get there. All the word actually has is what I asked for is for sounds. So let's do those sounds again. Ready? Th, at, t, that. Okay, so it's 3. So we're going to grab our sheet again. Okay, and we said it has 3 sounds, so I'm gonna box 3 boxes. Okay, so I'm gonna box those 3 boxes. I'm just gonna go right underneath. Okay, now let's start with that first sound. Let's say that first sound. Ready? What sound do you hear? Okay, now what letters make that sound? Okay, if you said TH, you're correct. Now you're going to put those 2 letters in that one box because they make how many sounds? 1. TH is a digraph, and digraphs make 1 sound. It's 2 letters, but they make 1 sound. So we'll put that TH together. Okay. All right. The next sound is ah. Everybody say the sound. Ah. What letter or vowel says ah? If you said short A, you're correct. So I'm going to put a lowercase a in there. It is important to make sure our words are lowercase as we're doing this. And then you want to put that little smiley face up above it, but without the eyes. Okay, because that represents that it's a short vowel sound. Because A also can say the long vowel sound, but we're focusing on short vowel sounds. Okay, so we've got our 2 sounds so far. So we've got t, ah, and we're going to do our last sound. T. What's that last sound? T. What letter says t? If you said T, you're correct. So I have my 3 sounds. T, ah, t. Put it together, it says that. So now we can write the word that. That is T-H-A-T. That. You're doing great. Let's do our next word. Okay. Ooh, some of you may have done this during the summer. Some might try it out here soon. And they'll sleep in it, and it's called a tent. Everybody say that word with me. Tent. Everybody say that word one more time. Tent. Okay, we're going to sound it out. Here we go. Ready? T. N. T. Say those sounds again. We'll even tap it on our arm. Ready? T. N. T. Says what word? Tent. How many sounds? If you said 4, you're correct. So this time we're going to box 4 boxes. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and box it. Okay, so there I have it. All right, and we're going to, so it had 4 sounds. Now we're going to figure out what were those 4 sounds. So let's start with it. Ready? The first sound is T. What sound was that? T. What letter says T? T. Okay, the second sound is, all right, let's do it. Ready? T. E. What sound says E? I'm sorry, what letter says E? If you said short E, you're correct. So I'm going to put an E. I'm going to put that little smiley thing above it, okay, because that means it's a short vowel. Okay, here we go. So let's get that third sound. So we got T, E, N. What letter says N? If you said N, you are correct. Okay, T, E, N, T. Ooh, there's that 4th sound. What letter says T? If you said T, you are correct. Let's say those sounds. Let's say each of those sounds and then blend it together to make the word. So here we go. Ready? T, E, N, T. Tent. What is our word? Tent. How many sounds did tent have? 4 sounds. Go ahead and write that word because we are completed. T-E-N-T spells tent. You guys are doing great. All right, we have 2 more words. Our next word is kick. I will kick the ball. Kick. So let's do those sounds. Are you ready? Here we go. We're going to say the word and then the sounds. Ready? Kick. I should just say the word, sorry. I want to sound it out for you. Kick. Okay, so here we go. Ready? K, k. Do it with my fingers. K, k. Ooh, how many sounds? If you said 3, you're correct. So we're going to trace those 3 boxes. Okay, and let's do each sound. So here we go. Ready? K. What letter says K? Now, I bet a bunch of you are saying, Mrs. Boswell, it could be a C or it could be a K. In this, for this letter, it is a K. Okay, this one is just a K. Okay, oops, it's a little harder to see. There we go. All right, and then, sorry, I should do this. Now the second sound, so we've got K, I. What sound makes, or what sound did you hear? I. What letter says I? If you said short I, you're correct. So I'm going to do an I with a dot and then that little smiley face because that's a short vowel sound. That's going to be important when we start doing our syllables. So we've got K, I, and then that third sound, K, I, K. All right, now this is the tricky one. This is another diagram. It's actually 2 letters. What 2 letters say K? And they come at the end of a short vowel word, and that is a rule in our English language that when you use these 2 letters, or this digraph, after a short vowel, K, I, K. What 2 letters say K? If you said CK, you are correct. Okay, we usually use CK when it's a short vowel. When I hear that word like, like the word like, would I use CK? Well, I? K. Or if I spelled it with a CK, that would actually be lick. So that's why you have to be really careful. We use CK after a short vowel sound. We use just a K when it's a long vowel sound it's following. So that's just a fun rule. All right, did we finish the word kick? Let's do it. Ready? K, I, K. Blend it together. It says kick. All right, let's go ahead and write that word over there. We're going to write kick. There we go. All right, we're going to do our last letter. Our last letter is clock. Okay, we're going to do clock. So here we go. Ready? K, U, A, K. How many sounds did you hear? 4. Let's do it one more time. Ready? K, U, A, K. Clock. So it's 4 sounds. We're going to put 4 boxes. Okay, let's do that first sound. Ready? K. What letter says K? If you said C, you are correct. Okay, let's do that second sound. Ready? So we got K, U. What's that second letter? It's an L. Okay, so let's do the third sound. Ready? K, U, A. Ooh, what vowel is that? Everybody, it's a short O. So I'm going to do that O. Okay, and then that smiley face above it because that means it's a short vowel sound. So I've got K, U, A, K. Ooh, there comes that K at the end of a word. Now let's look back at the letter. We said it was a short vowel. What's the rule? Do we use just K or a CK? If you said CK, you're correct. We use just a K when it's a long vowel. But since it's a short vowel, our rule is CK. So here we go. K, U, A, K. Clock. We'll write that over here. And now you're done helping me. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to make up 2 more short vowel words on your own. Tap them, map it, and then write it. So I just want you to do 2 more examples and then post a picture on Seesaw. Great job!